Are you interested in studying South Korea and you don't know how to go about it? Or you don't have enough finances to sponsor you? Or you've even heard of the GKS scholarship and you don't even know where to begin or where to find information? Do you know I'm here to rescue you themselves? And in this video, I'm going to be answering all your questions. I have them right here with me. So stay tuned. Firstly, where do you find information about GKS? Word of mouth, on Google, on YouTube? You need to be careful where you source information from because that could make or break your GKS application. I'm sure right now you're wondering, for those who do not know, what is GKS? GKS stands for Global Career Scholarship, which is a government scholarship provided by South Korea to countries listed. A lot of countries are included to make career diverse, to provide opportunities for scholars, students out there to study and get an education. So this is a great opportunity, and it's a full scholarship, and it includes your flight ticket, it includes a monthly stipend, and a lot of benefits. So yeah, I know it's exhausting. I've gone through something similar, and I've helped someone in this dire situation to get the GKS undergraduate scholarship for 2023, which happens to be my brother, and I've also shown you guys in the previous video about it. So Vicky Mama channel is the right channel where you get the right information, because I do in-depth research before coming on here to talk about it. So subscribe. If you know anyone around you that's also struggling, tell them to subscribe to this channel, like this video. After going through these steps, you'll be able to apply for a GKS much easier because you know all there is to know about it. The GKS undergraduate scholarship for 2024 will begin this September or October. The application will be open September, October 2023, the fall application. And some of you mix it up, like undergraduate scholarship, the GKS opens a year before you resume. Do you understand? So it opens in fall. So after everything and you become a scholar, you begin in spring 2024. While the GKS graduate scholarship opens in the same year. So the GKS graduate scholarship opens in February, and they begin in they start their courses in October. So it's like vice versa. Do you understand? I hope I didn't mess up. So how do you go about it, right? You find all the necessary information or the application in the studyinkorea.go.kr website, where you can download the form and the guidelines and read through and proceed. Of course, there are criteria. You have to be under the age of 25. Someone did ask me a question. I can't remember the person. I'm 16, can I apply? You might give it a try, but I'm not very sure because most countries allow students to come in when they are 18. 18 is like the adult age for studying in higher institution. But you can give it a try because they did not specify the limit. They just said under 25. So if you have all the documents and you know you're ready, you can give it a try, right? The application is not out, and the guideline for 2024 for the undergraduate GKS is not out yet, but I'm just talking on previous application because the application form is similar all through the years when I've checked. So you can use the previous, use the previous application as reference. For the GKS graduate 2023 that came out earlier this year, they did mention that henceforth from 2024 that the language proficiency score would matter. That means TOEIC, that's for the Korean, or English, it could be IELTS, it could be TOEFL, it could be TOEIC. It's gonna matter, it's gonna give additional points, which wasn't so in the previous years. But because the application for 2023 is not out yet, I'm just talking about the graduate one, so I don't know if that would apply for the undergraduate as well. So we don't know until it comes out, but that shouldn't scare you away because it's just additional points. So if you have it, the better. If you don't, just make sure all your other documents are solid and strong. So the major degrees, and still we don't know what courses would be offered until the application is open, so we can check through the guidelines. But like the regular degree, it's 4 years for undergraduate, But because it's a GKS program, it's 5 years. You first spend 1 year in a language school, and you must attain a TOPIK level of 3 before you can proceed for your degree. Sometimes some courses or university might prefer or insist on TOPIK 4, so check with your degree and university to be sure. But the minimum is TOPIK 3. So if any applicant did not get the TOPIK 3 within 1 year, their scholarship will be forfeited. But I've not seen anyone who did not get a TOPIK 3, so that should give you hope. Because you know what your target is to study for free, so you have to work your hardest to pass the language proficiency when you come to Korea and go to the language school. So it's like you're still under the risk. You're not free yet until after you finish your language school. Then you're free, because when you start your degree, there is no really criteria from the GKS. Maybe from the university you have to meet the minimum GPA to move on to the next semester, but that's fine. But if any applicant failed to attain the TOPIK 3 within the 1 year, their scholarship would be forfeited, but they can apply again after getting TOPIK level 5, which is like the highest level. So that's like a little not there. Now let's begin with the questions. Like this video, just click the like button now, okay? And subscribe too. So I have this one from Zataj. Please, what documents did your brother submit as parents' proof of citizenship? Also, if I'm going to submit a photocopy of their name, do I need to authenticate it at MOFA? I'm about to send my document to Abuja, and it has become confusing again. Oh dear, do not be confused. Vicky Mama to the rescue. Well, for proof of citizenship, if you're Nigerian or other countries that use the birth certificate, that's your proof of citizenship, the birth certificate. But for some other countries, you use the family register, so you have to check your country's requirement. And the name is just supplementary document. It's not compulsory, it's just extra. The main thing they require from you is your birth certificate. In the birth certificate, it shows your father's name and nationality and your mother's name and nationality. The only exception is if one or a parent is late or divorced, then you have to submit a divorce certificate or a deceased or death certificate as proof. And for authentication, for Nigerians, the first thing you have to do, because in the application guidelines, it's consular confirmed. For Nigerians, consular confirmed is you have to take your academic document and your birth certificate, like all the documents you have to take them to court. Take them to court and do an affidavit. After doing that, you have to take it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Education and get them authenticated. Then after that, you take it back to the Korean embassy of your country and get it legalized. Easy peasy, no squeezy. I almost missed the gun there. GKS scholarship offers the university track and embassy track. What are the difference? The embassy track is you have to apply to the Korean embassy in your country. For Nigeria, it's not the Korean embassy, it's the KCCN, that's the Cultural Center, which is in Abuja. So you have to take a document to Abuja, to the KCCN, and submit. And the embassy track opens earlier than the university track. So the embassy track is very strict because imagine many people apply from a specific country. They only select probably quarter or even less than a quarter of the people that apply, maybe 10. And after 10, they have to go through interview and also cut down again. So the embassy track comes up first. And shortly after, the university track begins. You have to choose 2 from A and 1 as the requirement. But in the end, you have to make a choice to choose 1 university after you go through the necessary rounds. So there are 3 rounds in the GKS scholarship. Embassy track is 3 rounds, university track is 2 rounds. Because the embassy track, the first select candidates from the country, then pass them on to the NEED. NEED is the organization in charge of GKS. So passing on to NEED, then after NEED does their screening, they pass it on to the university. But if you're applying for a university track, you just go straight to the NEED first. No, it just goes straight to the university. So you omit the first round. So that's why a lot of people prefer to go through the university track. And in my opinion, I feel the university track is a bit more friendlier than the embassy track, but I don't know, it's up to you. If you're a country where the applicants are not much, or they don't even know about the GKS program, then embassy track would be a good suit. But if you have a multitude, it will be highly competitive. Also, I always advise you guys every time, if you can't, because the embassy track closes early than the university track. So when the result comes out and your name is not on the list, that's if you apply for the embassy track, quickly switch to the university track. The only time it will become a duplicate application and would be cancelled is if your name comes out in the first round of the embassy track and you still apply for university track, because it's all going to get to the NEED, which are the people in charge. Imagine they see your name Victoria there, it's confusing, so they would just scrap your application. But if the first round of the embassy track result is out, because they will show it and your name is not on the list, that means you didn't get to the NEED. So quickly apply for the university track. So that's why I always advise, make copies of your documents. So when you go to like the document authentication, do 2 different batch, have 2 different batch of the document. So you use one for the embassy track, you don't make it to the first round, you use the other one for the university track, so that you don't miss out on this year's application, because GKS is just once in a year. Imagine you missed it, you have to wait next year. And this is from Esther Olaleye. She said, I'm presuming she's a she, are we to submit notarized in Lagos? Lagos is Nigeria. In Nigeria, the only place for notarization of documents is in Abuja. Abuja is the capital, so that's where everything is done, which is sad because those people living far away, like in the east or wherever, you have to travel all the way down. But if you have family, I keep saying it, if you have family or anyone in Abuja, you can just send your documents through the post and they do it on your behalf and send it back. But you know, people are not trustworthy, so it's better you go by yourself and get the things sorted. And do not forget, once you go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Education, make sure you collect the receipts, the remitter, because the Korean embassy, when you go in for your legalization, they're going to ask for it. I'm in at 546. Is it possible to get an agent that will help you submit your documents and if photocopies or authenticate my passport or any other things you need to do? Yeah, there are a lot of agents out there which I do not know and I can't refer any for now. But you need to be careful about agents because some agents are not genuine. Vicky Mama offers educational consulting services in case you don't know, and I'll drop the link to my webpage in my description box. We'll also check it out. So which includes writing your personal statement study plan and giving you assured tested tips on how to become a GKS scholar. And currently I have a few clients with me which we're working together to achieve this. So if you want to join, if you want me to coach you personally one-to-one, you get my contacts, you'll be able to DM me and everything. So click on the link of my webpage and get all the information. From Michelle Coates, good day, please, how much was the total cost for applying and getting all the documents needed? I can't really answer this question because the fees changes. You know how the government works. So. But probably, I don't know, I would just say, I don't want to put a figure to it because I don't know. I would just maybe have a sum of 50 to 80,000 naira, just in case, because I heard that some of the process might be costly. So, from Blessing Kende 4978, Please, can you make a video on how to contact the universities to ask if they would be offering a major? Just send them an email. Visit their website, whichever university you want to contact, go to their contact us and admission team and copy the email address and send them an email. Just ask and say, hi, my name is this, I'm from this country, I'm interested in the GKS 2024 undergraduate or is it graduate, whatever, and I would like to make inquiries on the following. That's it, and they will reply as soon as they can because they need students, they need international students. Elizabeth Niha 6298. Hey, I've read somewhere that the scholarship doesn't cover for a dormitory fee. Is it true? I thought it covered everything. Well, it doesn't. I think there are few Korean universities that the dormitory fee covers, or maybe they've scrapped that. But you're gonna get your monthly stipend of about almost 1 million won. So you would use out of it for dormitory fee and for your feeding and living expenses. That is why I suggest when applying for Korea for the GKS, choose universities in the countryside or not so high side because the monthly stipend will be given equally the same. So imagine you stay in a metropolitan area like Seoul, the capital is very expensive, and you get the same amount monthly stipend of the same of a GKS scholar also studying in the countryside. So you'll be the one losing. Anyway, there's so many opportunities in the big cities, but it's expensive, so yeah. But I think after a point you can also apply for part-time jobs. I keep getting questions from like about WAEC and NECO from Sobin Math Tutorials and Choi Emmanuel. Your WAEC and NECO, these are West African examination results, which is common in Nigeria and Ghana and some West African countries. It doesn't matter for GKS. They don't even know what that is. But if you have it, that will just be a supplementary document, not a compulsory document. So if it's supplementary, make sure the score is good. If you don't have it, it doesn't even matter. The main thing that matters is your high school transcript. Every other thing is just supplementary. This is from Olagoke. Can I get an affidavit if my birth certificate isn't available? What do you mean it's not available? Is it like you lost it? If you lost it and you're still a minor, I think you can get it replaced, or you have to contact the organization in charge, which is the NIMC if you're Nigerian, or you could also get like they have another document that could suffice for the birth certificate, which is also provided by the NIMC, because NIMC in Nigeria are the one in charge of birth certificate, so you have to reach out to them from your local government or where you were birthed, and they will sort it out. Sandra Chiralu 1841. Is the application done online? No, it's offline. So you download the application from studyingkorea.go.kr. You fill it up electronically. Do not use your own handwriting because that could mess up your selection, being selected, because sometimes imagine you have a bad handwriting and they can't see what you wrote. So electronic writing, typing is the best. So after you finish typing everything, you print it out and submit hard copy. From Vivian Emmanuel 9534. How do I calculate my CGPA? In Nigeria, is GPA for bachelor degree. Yeah, I have made a video on how to calculate it before. You can check my channel. GKS uses the scale of 4.0 to 5.0 or 100 scale. So if your school, your high school, do not include the CGPA, you can go back to your high school and negotiate and say you are applying for a scholarship and this is the requirement. Please, can you do the CGPA for me? And they will. Like a lot of my clients go back and they were able to do that. Or you can convert the GPA yourself using the WES or Scholar, which are the most recognized GPA conversion tool, and convert it. But after converting, that's not the end. You have to take it back to your high school and make them confirm it, like authenticate it that yeah, they accept it with the stamp of the school. Then you can use it. Do not forget to like this video if you want to be a successful GKS scholar. And share this video if you want to come to Korea this year. No, I mean 2024. Just kidding. Not kidding. Okay, from Esther Lalaya GL4W. Vicky Mama, please, I'm already in a Nigeria university. I want to apply for the 2024 GKS scholarship. Can I still apply for the university track, bachelor degree? Of course, you can apply as long as you've not finished. But I would advise not to mention that you are already a university student in your personal statement, because that might affect you being selected, because they're like, why you already started, why not finish it? There are a lot of other applicants who has not even commenced or even have the opportunity to, so it's better you don't mention it. From Orevana Polion 9034, why do we need to get an affidavit for our documents? You need it for them to tell that the document is legit, okay? To show that the document is legit. And they want to get your swearing, like, oh, I attest that this document is mine, so that in case there's any trouble in the future, they will hold you responsible. These are from Badamosi and Laura Uche. Please, you said that we should only print colored photocopies. Please, what color? What do you mean, what color? Just color the same, you know, your academic transcripts or academic documents and your birth certificate, the way it is. There are colored photocopy. Just go and photocopy. That's it. The same way the original is, that's the same way the color photocopy will appear. Might not be very quality, but that's it. There's no specific color. Or you can just scan and print. From Deborah NWC 3483. How can we send our documents using the university track? You can send your documents after following the procedure in the guidelines of the GKS. Print the application form after you fill it up electronically, and attach all the necessary required documents with it. Put it in an envelope. Also your reference letter, put them in the envelope and seal it, and take it to any post office or shipping agent or whatever. Like, I always say DHL. DHL, you need to sponsor me. You need to sponsor this video. I always talk about you every time, DHL. So take it to DHL and send it to your chosen university's address. So you write it with your name and everything, and that's all. And you just wait for their feedback. I think after it takes, from Nigeria, using DHL takes about 3 to 4 days, working days. So when the school receives it, they would notify you, or you can send the school an email to confirm after waiting 4 or 5. I've watched Law 7897. Sorry if I don't pronounce the name right. About the transcript, is it from SS1 to SS3 assessment? SS1 to SS3 is the Nigerian schooling system name, which means senior secondary school. Yeah, for high school, it is SS1 to SS3, which is level 9 to... Favor OVA 499. Should I be able to speak Korean before coming? It's not compulsory, but it will help you a great deal. Imagine you know some level of Korean, so going to the Korean language school would make things faster, and you get the necessary topic level quicker, and you can commence your degree almost immediately. But if you have no knowledge of Korean, that will take you a while to catch up, because you'll be in a class where some of the students are already good with Korean to some level, so you might struggle. So it's better you start learning now. From Rose Adoyi, did GKS accept statement of results in place of the original certificate? I would say no. Well, I don't know yet, because for the GKS graduate application that came up this year, they did not accept any substitution. They only require your certificate. So you have to wait for the application guideline for this year and check, but I don't think so. They could accept expected certificate of graduate with the date on it, like the expected date you're supposed to graduate, but not statement of results. From Johnson, is there where I can read previous scholars' personal statement or study plan? You could Google and just write the specific keyword GKS personal statement sample and read through and be able to personalize that and get an idea to write yours. Or you could use ChatGPT as well to just get a first draft and just modify. But make sure you share your own genuine story, your journey. I read somewhere that Black people are moved by their pain. So that's why, if you notice, it always works in personal statement. Everyone talks about their pain, like or you have a lot of obstacle, but that did not stop you. You were able to achieve this, that. You were able to do volunteering jobs. You were able to take these courses online, even if there was strike during this period. You were able to do this. You were able to do that. Yeah, they just want to see that despite the odds, you still tried and did all your best to succeed. So talk about that. And they also say like the Caucasian people are moved by their passion. So talk about your pain and passion. Just put that in your personal statement and relate it to the course you want to study, and you're good to go. And for the study plan, you just have to talk about what your plans are. Like the first step is the Korean language school, right? So talk about what you're gonna do: attend the classes, take online courses on Korean, speak with the locals, go to the supermarket and try to make basic conversation, go on trips around Korea to be able to improve your Korean learning, watch K-drama or listen to K-pop and be able to write the lyrics offhand, all this kind of thing. Then you also talk about your degree as well. Like for example, if you're studying fashion, you have to talk about the steps you're gonna take. Like in the first year, I'm gonna do the basics of fashion. I'm gonna make a shirt or something, and towards the final year I'm gonna write my thesis on this and that. Just talk about it and you're good to go. And this is from Instagram, from Ellis Skin Boss. I see you, girl. You're always like, tell me more. There is an age gap. I wrote exams 2018 and I want to rewrite GC because of my biology papers. Can I still enroll for GKS next year? You can even enroll this year because your GCSE, your NECO, your WAEC does not really matter. So apply. We've come to the end of this video. If you have any questions, drop it in the comment section. Drop your questions, opinions, suggestion in the comment section. That is the only way I would answer. Do not send me a DM on IG. It's only my clients that are allowed to do so. So drop all your questions in the comment section. And until next time, 안녕 친구.